The Spiral, Chapter 24, Gora's First Initiation. There was no one else he could look to when the man took him to the hills. All his childish refusals were overwhelmed by the authority of the man who called him. His mother had kissed the feet of the man many times to beg for more time. His father bowed his head to the ground and pleaded for him to spare his son. Instead, he offered himself. The man just walked out through the door with him in tow. What force that compelled him to follow the man kept him at his side? There on the hills, the man taught him various arts to deceive earthmen. With a powder, he could deceive the senses of someone, and all too soon, the earthman would acquire with his orders. When supply in the house ran low, all he needed to do was to go to the market, and in no time he had obtained goods without paying. Women often fell for his charm and were often the easiest to dupe, yet he still selected his victims so that he would not be detected. One incident stood out in that he was almost caught off guard by an earth boy. There were many women selling produce, and the herdsmen were there with goats, sheep, or cows. Among the herdsmen was a young boy keeping a sharp eye on his herd, lest any wandered off and ate the produce of others. As he was approaching a woman trader, this boy kept staring at him. He remembered the name as an older earthman reprimanded him. Bata, keep your eyes on the goats especially. Despite that, the boy did not take his eyes off him. Gora was nearing the trader and was getting ready to release the powder on her. All the while he was chatting with her, and the woman was smiling and arranging her hair. Then she caught the boy's eyes. He was warning her of danger about the man. Without any warning, the boy rushed at him and pushed his hand away. Quickly, the boy apologized and walked back to his herd. His father was taken aback, and all at once everyone seemed to be staring at him. It was like being exposed for what he was. He then made a quick getaway. His failure, coupled with shame, was met by a punishment he dreaded. The man whom he never called father to this day forced him to eat spoiled food. Hatred welled up from within him and formed a thick crust as the scars of pain kept on forming deep within his being. One good thing he learned to keep on living was to see himself as another being. He saw himself as a being destined for great power. That ability kept him sane. The more the man punished him, the greater he saw himself. Yet there was another force within him that told him to get out. This was the one piece of sanity that pulled him out of despair. It made him stop from hurting himself by butting his head against the wall. It made him look at the stars and wondered about the Creator. Could his mother be looking at him? Could his father be thinking of him? As time passed in the hills, Gora learned fast and easily. His hatred for the man became the greed to get all he could from him and one day to overpower him. His lust for power made him train himself even harder and endure the punishment he dreaded. But it caused him to go deeper and deeper into the realm that the man wanted him to go. He did not seem to notice that Gora had overtaken him in some areas. Or did he? Gora suspected that the man laughed at him as if he knew that one day Gora would kill him. It was as if the man planned for his own death. Since young, he made Gora kill babies of animals. Gora crossed the line so many times that he felt he could not return anymore. The stars above released a hope in him that somewhere there was someone looking out for him. And to this day, even before his final initiation, there was always this spark of hope that someone would help him. Once he had a chance to get away. The man from the hills was away for 2 weeks. There was an important convening of men like him to set the events for the next season. The man said that one day he too would qualify to attend it.